For they did not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. A miracle. We think that way about the resurrection. Unfortunately for us, seeing is believing. It seems the more that we think about the notion of a miracle, the less likely we are to believe it. Sad, because a fundamental reality of Christianity is acknowledging that God is bigger than we are. We as humans are not God, and God is bigger than we are. We need to open ourselves up to this notion, this possibility of receiving God, this movement. We move towards God because we are drawn to truth. We are drawn to love. And because God is bigger than we are, we often use the word mystery to describe the relationship. Mystery. It's not a whodunit. It's not a detective story. It's a relationship built on movement and growth. In a relationship, we should not seek to control. We seek to be let into another person's life, another person's world. We seek the gift of themselves that they freely give, and we choose to give ourselves in the same way. We have to enter into a relationship with God, not seeking to control it. And this is a challenge. This is a challenge because we as humans crave control, but God is bigger, and we are not God. But God is a part of us. God tells us about God. God communicates to us. This communication is a part of our growth with God. In communicating, God creates. God gives us life. It's true that we perhaps at times grapple with God because God chooses to be present to us in our complexity. God is communicating with us in the context of our relationships. The fullness of God's communication is known to us as the person of Jesus Christ, because in Jesus, God is communicating as we are. God became human to be with us, to communicate with us. It's about intimacy. We are all of us invited into a relationship with God through Jesus. We are all of us invited into this special relationship. How God envisions the world, how to act in the world, are all shown to us in the person and works of Jesus Christ. A different sort of person and a different way of being. We say that Jesus rose on this Easter Sunday. We see how Jesus is the ultimate bridge between God and us. Through shared humanity, we reach out to divinity. In following Christ, that means that we have a relationship. That means that we are in the world as he was in the world. We are all of us called into community with each other in this world together. Easter is the birth of this possibility, this recognition of the power of God at work in the world, the power of being part of a community, a church that Christ put in place to bring us all together, unified with him. The power that comes from living as Jesus did, of serving one another and helping one another, of loving one another. This is our Easter message. It is the continual message of the church on this Easter Sunday, and it is truly the continual message of the church on every day.